tag time again. This one is SteveBenway's arcade tag. Right, here are the questions. Question number 1. What was your first experience of an arcade? It's a good question. Since I was about 3 years old, we lived here. It's a seaside town, which means you can't have a seaside town without arcades. Now, growing up, we had something like about 4 arcades here. And summer holidays, weekends, early teens, arcades. And back then, they were still huge. I mean, I don't know what it was like for the rest of the country, but I know that arcades were still big here, and we were still getting newish games. So I would say throughout the teens, I could play the newest arcade games there. But back to the question, right? I don't know. I mean, there's 2 big arcades, and I mean, I used to play them all the time, and the one nearest to me actually has a retro section. And I think probably my first experience, my first memory was probably playing Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, or is it Teenage Mutant Ninja Hero Turtles, or whatever it was, the arcade game by Konami. It's probably one of my first experiences. I used to love playing that game. I remember once, I think I actually went in the arcade, some bloke put in probably about like £5 worth of credits and just walked away, and I thought, woo! I remember playing that all day, and I think I finished the game about twice. So that's probably my first memory of playing that game. Right, question number 2. Have you repeatedly gone somewhere odd or unusual because they had arcade games? Yes. I must have been in my early teens, probably about, I don't know, 12 or 13. Now, we used to have a little grocery shop, independent, very basic, but, they did good grocery, they did, like, vegetables, and oddly enough, they had a Tron machine. And it was about maybe like a minute away from where I lived. I did used to go there quite a lot as a kid, actually. And after playing that, I watched film Tron. Absolutely loved the film Tron, and because I loved film Tron, I kept playing the game. But it was strange, actually, because other than the arcades, you never saw arcade games anywhere else. So it's probably part of the reason why I used to go there all the time. Right, next question. What is your favourite old school arcade, and what is it like? Favourite arcade? There isn't really many arcades. I mean, there's tons in Great Yarmouth, but where I live, I'm not really saying where it is, but I'm not sure actually. I think there's one called the Clermont Pier, and then there's another one. There's 2 really big ones where I live, and they're both great. I mean, there isn't so many arcade games nowadays. I mean, there's still a few classics, but mostly it's just those machines with the claws that you get the soft toys and fruit machines. It's probably both of them, I suppose. Do you know any good arcades that are still running? Not really. Other than the 2 I've talked about, there isn't really many arcades. It's a sad thing though, but times change, I suppose. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is SteveBenway's arcade tag. Check him out, awesome dude. I will keep this as an open tag, so if you want to do it, you pick a cool tag, you're tagged. Thank you for watching. See you later.